Scavengers Reign. Let me get a
Yes,
good
I love it.
good. So yeah, Kyle, first thoughts. Let's hear it.
All right. I absolutely like am enthralled. So I love the storytelling
Mm.
going on with it. I love that like it's I'm trying to find of like stories to compare it to.
Mm.
There's like it's where they show you not tell you necessarily, right?
Mhm.
Especially
Oh,
with like
Primal.
all yes, yeah, that's probably good. So there's like obviously there's dialogue in Scavenger's Reign,
Mhm.
but any interaction with the environment or the wildlife on this alien planet is like there's not a lot of dialogue. It's usually like kind of left to the actions involved, right? Especially with Cayman's
Yeah.
like interaction with those telepathic like alien
Oh yeah.
like
Shoot, I don't have this.
foragers.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, and then just like also how they've managed to either they through and that's the thing, we don't know if they discovered it just by living on the planet or if they already had some files that knew about some of the
Mm.
wildlife, like how they actually the shot you had of them like going into the organs of the beast and getting
Yeah,
those light stones,
that was
um
freaking awesome.
and then like taking
Pulling on things to open
yep,
up levers to like
yep, and then
freaking
and
sick.
then pressing on an organ to trigger its vomit response.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
yeah.
So, did you know? This is also I have this up here on our. Let me pull this up. Let me share this screen really quick. I'm gonna remove this. So we got an awesome comment. I don't know if you saw this in the
Let's see.
Discord,
Let's see.
but we're gonna share screen.
Show
Window.
it to me. I must gaze upon it. Hmm. Oh, okay. Scavengers Reign. Okay, so my apologies if this has been discussed before, but I just wanted to add that the creators of Scavengers Reign created the animation short Scavengers 4 years ago. They provided the link, it looks like, and this series seems like an expansion of the world lore shown in that short. Also, some design elements and especially the creepy mood makes me think back to the excellent animated series Aeon Flux by Peter Chung. Very interesting, Victor Van Shagen. Huh. So I want to check this out now. I want to check out the
So
Scavengers
yeah, it's right
short.
here. It's
Oh, you put it. Yeah, I see that. Nice.
I'm just gonna show some clips of it really quickly.
Okay.
We're not. I highly recommend you go watch this on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
In fact, I'm going to queue it up.
present. I'm gonna share screen.
Oh, okay. Yep. Vesta one. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So it's basically very similar shots, right,
Right.
to what we've seen, and then
It has
it's
the.
just really cool them going through the planet with just cool creatures, kind of doing the same thing. There's like a whole moment here
Yeah.
where they like open up the seed, and then like this alien pops up, which is very similar to the
It's
beginning with the gadgets and gizmos.
again. It's giving me the same look in my face where I'm just like mouth open, just like yep, and it's slowly. Yep, decaying or going back into its rest state.
Yeah, freaking cool. Yeah, there's just a
Jeez.
lot of cool stuff. It's really a beautiful short.
Still, like it got it, like that's the thing. It still has the core of this original,
Yeah,
creation. It looks like that's
it
awesome.
really does. Like even to the we've seen similar stuff with this. Yeah, it's really cool. I
Wow.
highly recommend watching it before watching the show, or right now is a good time to go watch it. Check it out.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, let's get back to the show. Though is beautiful, and there's a lot of mystery behind it.
Yeah. I don't like. I mean, and that's the thing. I feel that we're like in a lot of ways we're right there with the characters discovering certain
Hmm.
like aspects of this world, right? Like
Yes.
especially like how the like electrical stone things that make the wall and like the pillars, like how
Mm,
like the bones seem to grow, like just
yeah.
weird alien properties that seem to be rules of that world, right? There's some sort of
Hmm.
ecology going on that we're not seeing the greater whole of it, right?
Yes.
Which is just really
Yeah.
draws you into the mystery of it, you know?
So, do you think they were marooned there on purpose, or do you think it was a freak accident?
See, that's a good question, Nick, because we don't know, right?
Hmm.
We started with them now, like with the ship already wrecked, right?
Yeah.
I feel that once they wake up the crew, we might get more answers to that.
Okay.
I think
Because
there's something more complicated because I know that in the flashbacks we've seen that I forget the name of the gal.
I'm still getting all their names down too.
Yeah, who I call her Jellyfish Gal because she used the poison jellyfish to scare
Yeah.
away the giant cow things.
Hmm.
Um, but uh, but uh, but her and Cayman, when she's like, "Hey, I noticed that there was a coolant like reduction by 13%,"
Mm,
and like obviously we know Cayman is a bit more troubled and
yeah.
like kind of angsty, right? And he's like, "I'll take care of it." It's like, well, shouldn't we talk to the higher ups about this? He's like, "No, no, I'll take care of it." And
Mm,
so I think we're starting to see something going on, right? And that there's
mm.
some sort of negligence or something going on, right, that led to that
Yeah.
accident.
I'm almost curious if like a creature drew them into the planet too,
Hmm.
because we've
Okay.
seen a little bit not of mind control, but of illusion. I guess you can kind of say it's mind control or some kind of telepathic abilities with some of these creatures. And if
Right.
one was strong enough to reach out far enough to, you know what I mean, like they need maybe they need brain waves and there's not enough brain waves on this
Yeah.
planet, so they need more food for their for their hunger.
Well,
And
that's
this go on.
so there's two really interesting things that kind of make me think there's perhaps not necessarily higher intelligence, but a different kind of intelligence at work here.
Mm,
So one is how the organic like mold matter with Levi's circuitry,
mm,
how he see like it seems to be complementary to my circuitry, and like it sort of like unfolds like nerves, kind of, right,
yes.
like neurons. So I'm like interesting, is the ecology co-opted, like is there some sort of like symbiotic relationship here where it's co-opting technology and like kind of influencing it, right? Like, hey,
Yeah.
maybe because like Levi is like, I was just drawn to go out at night and like find places and stuff, right? Is it
Hmm.
perhaps interfacing with my way? Same thing with I call her the I don't know if this is who she is, but like she's the biologist because I call her that because she draws the animals.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And she's the one that discovered that weird alien thing in like that stone flower, right?
Hmm.
And she's like and like when her partner was like, "Hey, like what why'd you just leave like that?" She's like, "I don't know. I saw something like it was pretty profound.
Mm,
Like it was talking to me, but it wasn't." So I think that also because of her inhaling those spores might have something to do
mm.
with some sort
Some
of
kind of
later,
awakening.
yeah, connection to
Mm,
more of the ecology of the planet and is trying to tell her something. But
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting because the tech, like they're able to use vines to send power to the battery,
Yeah.
the other thing, which is just very interesting to think about. Like, okay. And it's amazing how well they understand a lot of the animals already.
Yeah.
Like being able to go in to find the two lights and stuff like that. Like you would have to totally know that animal inside and out to know this stuff. So it's very interesting how innate they are with the plant life and the wildlife there already.
Right. And I know that because we know right at the very beginning in the first episode, the two dock workers, right, are kind of talking about like, oh, it seems like they just lost contact with it. Like
Mm-hmm.
for like a few days
Recently,
ago.
yeah,
Recent, yeah,
yeah,
recent. So that's the thing, is that makes me think that these people at least had a survey of planet Vesta already, and they were essentially like, you know, they'd already gone through the logs and they go like,
yeah,
okay, we can use this animal for this and stuff, and like, you know,
yeah.
yeah,
You can't. Yeah, they would have to at this point.
right,
I mean, because it's such a mysterious biology too. It's totally different from them. All these
right,
creatures, they don't really share
right.
a lot in common that, as we know that we know of so far.
Right.
But
I mean, like even at the very beginning, where it's them two, right? Where
Yeah.
she's like pouring the juice on that one plant that then like
Yep.
connects the fibers, right? So it can
Yeah.
be a conductive material. Like all like oh man, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool show. A couple of those shots, like I love when the pod shoots out. It
Yep.
totally reminds you of Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
It's just
Yep.
like, dude, look at that. That's the same exact Star Wars shot, which is a fun fact. That was the first VFX shot they finished, like
Really?
fully for film, was the thing shooting out into the into
Oh
the
wow.
stars. That
Okay.
was the first shot they did, which was really fun. I remember too because they like did it and they showed George Lucas and they were like excited, but then George is like, "That's all you guys got."
Yeah. So that's
I
it?
mean,
Like
they were building all the technology for it, the
right,
motion
right.
cameras and all that stuff. Like they
The very
literally
beginning.
created the technology that was needed. So
We're giving you magic, George. What do you want? What else do you want?
I want the force.
Yeah.
Um, but beautiful show. A lot of questions to be answered. We'll do our best to cover it here for sure, whenever we can. So subscribe. We're gonna do whenever we can pop on to do reviews and stuff like
Just
that. So
the creature designs as well.
oh
Love
yeah, it
them,
is. Let's
you
talk
know.
about the designs, dude.
I love the I love the like it's actually this shot you're just showing where it does the emergency landing protocol.
Oh,
And
mhm.
like the first those like yellow red kind of like crab like things with the
Mm,
hammer noggins. And like and like when me and my girlfriend were watching, like, what are those? And we're like, maybe they use them to like crack open nuts or something, like
yeah,
dunk dunk, like, and they're trying to bust open a metal hole, which and,
yeah,
and just like yeah, like everything seems like there is a ecosystem, right?
mm,
Like it's fully alive and they're just kind of in the middle of it,
yeah.
right? And it's amazing.
And it seems pretty dangerous. At first, you're like, "Oh, cool, they really have understanding," but right away, once they go deep into the cavern, and then
Yeah.
they see like the fungus, or I guess it would be
Yeah.
like a fungi that took over the
Looks
human,
like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then like the storm, and the other threats on the planet. It's like the threat level's going up now, which is really cool.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful show. I'm so happy. It's 2D. It's
Same.
I wish we had more of this stuff, but I mean, I'm super happy we have it. Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes from here for sure.
Heck yeah.
The other show we need to talk about is Fiona and Cake.
Yes, I finally